The boxers have been given their instructions. The seconds are out. The crowd is ready for another edition of Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing with your presenter, the boxing historian, Greg Rashid.
And I want to say sweaty crop to everyone out there. This is Greg Rashid, your presenter, with another edition of the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. And I just want to say thank you so much for so many of you who have been listening to this program on my YouTube channel, Nourished by History. And really the thoughtful comments that have come about because of these programs. And this is number 4. This is the fourth one I've done. And the first 3 really, people, it's generated a lot of interest, controversy, but that's what I wanted with this program. And if you're new to the show, I should say that Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast is basically a what if show, about boxing. What if, because I know many times a lot of you, if you're a boxing fan, if you're listening to the show, you're a boxing fan, that you would sit back and say with your buddies, be it in your basement, be it on a street corner, at an arena or in a bar somewhere, you sit back and say, I wonder what happened if Muhammad Ali fought Mike Tyson. Or what would happen if Muhammad Ali was never exiled for 3 years? What would have happened? Would he have beaten Joe Frazier the first time? What would happen if Sugar Ray Robinson fought Sugar Ray Leonard? Things like that. I know a lot of you do that. And so that's what this show is about. And what I use on this program is a program called Title Bout 2, created by Jim Trunza. Great guy. Hoping to have him on the show eventually. He's promised he's going to be on the show. But he created this great boxing game. And I originally saw it as a card game. I still have the card game back in 1979. And I just fell in love with it. And the computer game takes it to another level. It's been in so many iterations as far as different how they've done the programming for it and all that. And also with the card game, same thing. But I use that. And so what you'll hear in the show, you'll hear like someone will throw a punch and it'll be a 3-point punch or a 5-point punch, something like that. That comes from the game itself. That tells you how powerful the punch was, where it landed and all that. And who I use as my commentator for these matches is my AI assistant, Shoulder Roll Steve. And I hope you enjoy today's contest we're going to have on. And I have to say this too. I want to say this, that I want to thank my friend and the creator of the great station I've been on for many years, KUHSdenver.com. I'm talking about Henry Archuleta. My show that I've had for many years, the Root and Root Show, has been on that station as well as some other stations. But I decided that, I was going to end that after many years and do this. And that's been a labor of love, but even this is even more a labor of love. And I sent him a sample. I said, well, you think this is going to work? And he fell in love with it. And I said, okay, so this is what we're going to be doing from now on. So those of you who are listening in Denver, it's always on, in Colorado, I should say. You can hear it every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Mountain Time on KUHSdenver.com, but you can always hear it on my YouTube site, Nourished by History, and also on Facebook, because I post them on there too, on my page, Gregory Rashid. But but it's just something, just to sit back and imagine what if. So today, I have a rematch, because the last show I did, I featured Roberto Duran versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the welterweight class. And I'm not going to give away what happened if you haven't heard the show. I want you to go to my YouTube channel and find that fight. But it generated a lot of controversy, a lot of it. So this is the rematch in the lightweight division with Floyd versus Roberto. And I don't know what's going to happen. I just put the names in the computer. I just see, I'm like you. I'm sitting back and I'm going to see what happens. So I'm going to stop talking now. Let Shoulder Roll Steve come in here. But we're going to get into this right now. And it's going to be hands of stone, Roberto Duran versus Money Floyd Mayweather Jr. So let's hear that on the Shoulder Roll Boxing Podcast.
Today's bout is a rematch pitting Roberto Hands of Stone Duran versus Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. at Madison Square Garden. This fight will be in the lightweight division. In their last fight, which took place in the welterweight division, Mayweather won by a 12-round decision. The judges for today's fight are Peter Trinitera, Costello Cruz, and Ken Corcoran. They will be using the 10 points must system. The referee is Jay Nady. Round 1. The crowd at Madison Square Garden is anticipating a great match between these two rivals. The fighters meet at Ring Center. Floyd Mayweather throws a right lead that Roberto Duran partially blocks for 1 point. Duran is trying to cut off the ring as Mayweather dances to his left. Mayweather becomes flat-footed at Ring Center and lands a huge right cross for 6 points. Duran is down. Duran jumps up at the count of 3 and shakes his head in disgust. Nady checks Duran as that right cross produced a major cut under his right eye. Mayweather pounces on Duran with a left-right combo for 3 points. Duran is trying to bob and weave, but that combo got in. Duran throws a left jab that misses. Mayweather fires off another left-right combo for 3 points. Duran clinches. The fighters come out of the clinch with Mayweather, throwing a 2-point left jab at the bell to end round 1. The crowd is stunned that Duran didn't connect on anything in that round. 15 points for Mayweather, 0 points for Duran, round 2. Duran's corner has done a great job on the cut under his right eye. Mayweather comes out with a 2-point left hook to the body. Mayweather circles to Duran's left and fires a 3-point right cross. Duran counters with a 6-point left hook that sends Mayweather to the mat. He's up at 4. Nady wipes Mayweather's gloves off and checks to see if he wants to continue. Duran pushes Mayweather into the ropes. Duran lands a 3-point left-right combo. Duran throws a 3-point right cross. Duran digs a 3-point left hook to Mayweather's body, followed by a 4-point right cross to the head. Mayweather can't get off the ropes. He's rolling with the punches, but many of them are getting through. Duran fires off another 4-point left hook to the gut. Duran follows with a 3-point left to the head. Mayweather refuses to get off the ropes. Duran throws a 3-point right uppercut that snaps Mayweather's head back. Jay Nady has seen enough stopping the fight at the 2:57 mark and awarding the technical knockout win to Roberto Duran. Mayweather's corner is screaming in protest. Mayweather pleads with Nady that he never was hurt. But it doesn't matter because Duran was declared the winner. The crowd's roar can be heard all over New York City. I hope Floyd learned a lesson about resting on the ropes and not fighting back. I suspect there will be another rematch.
Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it. And I don't tamper with this stuff at all. I just put the names in and just let them fight. Boy, that was something. But I can imagine that. I could actually see Floyd just laying on the ropes, daring Duran to hit him, moving around, doing the shoulder roll, and Duran just pouncing on him, just beating him. And he's not going down, but he's not firing back. And Jay Nady did the right thing. Stop the fight. And so so that's how it ended. So they're now 1-1, 1-1. And I want to ask you, as listeners out there, should there be a rematch? I'm not gonna have a rematch unless you tell me on Nourished by History. If you go on that channel after you listen to this and you say, yes, I want a rematch. We got to have a rematch in the lightweight division. And I will put them back in the computer again for next week. And they will fight again. And the first person who says that they want a rematch, I will mention their name on this program and just send, and I will send you. I will send you also. In fact, no, I'll mention your name on the program, but anyone out there who says they want a rematch or anything, I will send you. Just give me your, in fact, you don't have to do that. You go to the Nourished by History site. If you want to leave your email on there, leave it, and I will send you a 2024 calendar for free, a PDF of old-time boxers. Old-time boxers being, Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, and some folks you may not know or may not have heard of, Tiger Flowers, people like that. I'll be more than willing to do that. And if you don't want to leave that message on your email on my YouTube site, go to my Facebook site, Gregory Rashid, and just leave it there. And I will definitely send you that calendar. But again, it's up to you. And if you have any fighters that you want to have on here, because you'll be a promoter, like some other folks have been in the past, you promote the program, and I will definitely have these fighters on there because I got some lined up already. But we're going to see if there's going to be a rematch, but it's based on you. Based on you. But these fights, it's like it's like in reality. You don't know how long they're going to last. 12-round fights, like the last fight they had, lasted for quite a while. This one, like a minute more or less, really, but no more than that. But, so you never know. And that's what makes these shows so fun. And that's why I enjoy doing this. Just the unexpected, you don't know, you can't predict any of it. That's what it's all about. Just, using your imagination, going back in that time capsule, bringing them all together and wondering what if. So besides doing the fights, I should say that, we're also going to have on here interviews with folks in the boxing business, also in combat sports, because I'm over here in Thailand. So I'm going to have some folks who do Muay Thai. I have some folks eventually from MMA. The main focus, obviously, is boxing, but we'll have other folks in combat sports. I'm going to do interviews with authors who have done books about boxing, other combat sports. I also will have some fighters. I can get them on here to talk about it. And some of you promoters. I want to have some of you on here eventually to talk about your love of boxing. So I will have, I should say, so eventually I'll have some women boxers, put them in the computer and they'll, hammer it out too, because I'd love to see Layla Ali fight, Ann Wolf, see what happens with that. And I want to give a shout out to a couple of other games that are out there. One being another a PC game, Legends of Boxing, great game. And another game, Glory Days Boxing. It's a card game. Lee does, that thing is Anthony. I'm sorry, Anthony does that game, and it's just amazing. And I want to get Anthony back on. I had him on earlier this year on the Root and Root Show, but I want to get him back on here to talk about his game. I know he's listening to this now, so he'll be on. But it sounds like my mic is cracking here. So I'm going to conclude the show today. But I want to say, go in love and go in peace. We'll see you next time on the show. And just remember, have somebody in the community. Love yourself, hug yourself, love yourself, and know that you are, every day when you get up, you're going to do something great for somebody. You'll do something great for someone else. And remember, always keep your guard up. And I'm going to leave you with a little music today. This is Stickman from the group Dead Press. I'm going to do what I always do and all you out there do. Put in the work. So let's hear this right now. Fighters do it. If they're a great fighter, they put in the work. So we'll see you next time on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. Happy New Year. Take care.
It's all about putting in the work. And I'm about putting in the work. You gotta love putting in the work. Keep just putting in the work. The process of putting in the work. For everybody putting in the work. We about putting in the work. Be about putting in the work. Say less, full press, let's get it. Talk cheap, do work, handle business. I'm allergic to excuses, it's a sickness. True commitment is the cure, gotta be relentless. Refuse to be limited by conditions. The body and the mind gotta be reconditioned. How bad you wanna be in a power position? How far are you willing to go for the mission? A champion is fueled by the ambition. If the thoughts ain't positive, I can't listen. I choose good habits, make good decisions. To reach higher levels takes more than wishing. Stay true to the vision through how I live it. Pay dues, break through, make new traditions. Block haters out, dig in, tunnel the vision. The rough diamond, I'ma be that one in a million. It's all about putting in the work. And I'm about putting in the work. You gotta love putting in the work. Keep just putting in the work. The process of putting in the work. For everybody putting in the work. We about putting in the work. Be about putting in the work.
There are a lot of things you can't control, but you can always control how much effort you put in. And that's the one thing you, I, and all of us should always do our best at.
dedicated, athletic work ethic. Go get it, go hard, break world records. Power moves, life is chess, this is not checkers. Success only answer to the go-getters. Putting in the work on the regular is clockwork. Sweat stay dripping on schedule. The work build character, the regimen is medicine. The grind is my zone, I'm at home in my element. It's business and personal, growth and development. If it ain't for the betterment, it's irrelevant. I'm about doing what it takes, never settling. You say you wanna live your best life, let's get it then. It's all about putting in the work, and I'm about putting in the work. You gotta love putting in the work. Keep just putting in the work. The process of putting in the work. For everybody putting in the work. We about putting in the work. Be about putting in the work.
An image of folks working in cotton fields on my office wall because it is a reminder about what hard work looks like.
It's no secret sauce, this the recipe. Number one key to success is sweat equity. Staying true to your word, that's integrity. The one who follows through to the end gets the victory. Power means work over time, scientifically. So if I put in work over time, I know it's meant for me. Lifelong, putting the work in consistently. Stay taking care of the body temple religiously. Preserving and elevating my energy. I'm old school, I don't need no fancy amenities. Just a hoodie, I'm goody if you looking for me. I'm headphones on in my zone getting money. I'm an engine, my energy is supercharged. I leap over hard times, I go super hard. No cape, superhero in my own regard. My superpower is my hustle, I be on my job. On guard, on guard. It's all about putting in the work, and I'm about putting in the work. You gotta love putting in the work. Keep just putting in the work. The process of putting in the work. For everybody putting in the work. We about putting in the work. Be about putting in the work.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.